Here on Hero Machines, we take you inside the world of powerful tools, clever techniques, and the timeless craft of working with wood. Today's journey is more than just watching machines at work. It's about discovering how skill, patience, and smart engineering can make heavy jobs easier, safer, and even a little satisfying to watch. Whether it's loading timber onto a truck or splitting logs with ingenious devices, every step reveals something worth knowing and worth sharing. We begin with a masterclass in timber loading. Watch closely as the operator positions the truck alongside neatly stacked logs. Notice how the loader arm moves with purpose. No wasted motion, no sudden jerks. The claw grips firmly around each section of timber, keeping it balanced as it lifts. Here's the key. Instead of rushing, the operator uses smooth, steady movements. This protects the machinery from strain and keeps the logs from swinging dangerously. When you're moving heavy wood, sudden shifts can damage equipment, or worse, injure the crew. Once lifted, each log is guided toward the truck bed, rotated for the perfect fit, and placed gently into position. Stacking isn't random. The heaviest, straightest pieces go at the bottom, creating a strong, stable base. The next layers are placed to fill gaps, locking everything in place for safe transport. For those who've worked with timber, you'll notice the claw opens just enough to release each log without scraping it against the truck sides. That's experience talking, small touches that keep both wood and equipment in good condition. And for anyone who's ever loaded by hand, you'll appreciate how the right tools and careful technique can save hours of back-breaking labor. Next, we see a mechanical wood splitter in action, a design that turns heavy manual work into a smooth, repeatable process. Instead of swinging an axe, the user places each log against a fixed blade. Then, by turning a crank or applying steady pressure, the machine forces the wood into the blade, splitting it cleanly in two. This setup is especially useful for those who may not have the strength or stamina for traditional splitting. The mechanical leverage means you're working smarter, not harder. The blade stays fixed while the log moves toward it, reducing the risk of missing your target, a common hazard with hand tools. One important tip: always place the log with the grain facing the blade. This lets the wood split naturally, following its fibers rather than fighting against them. And if you're working with knotty wood, a steady, consistent push is better than forcing it. Let the blade do the work. The result? Uniform firewood, ready for drying or stacking, with minimal strain on your back and shoulders. For anyone heating with wood through the winter, this method can make a real difference in both time and energy saved. Now for something a little different, a rotating blade splitter. This design uses a spinning, cone-shaped or circular blade to bite into the log and pull it apart. It's fast, incredibly fast, but demands full attention from the operator. The log is fed toward the blade, and as soon as the edge catches the wood, it twists and forces the fibers apart. Unlike a standard splitter, which pushes slowly, this one works almost instantly. It's ideal for softer or medium-density woods, making quick work of large piles. But speed comes with responsibility. Keep both hands clear, maintain a stable stance, and never feed in a log with loose clothing or gloves that could snag. Many seasoned woodcutters stand slightly to the side, keeping the log between themselves and the blade's path. Efficiency is the biggest gain here. What might take hours with an axe or slow hydraulic splitter can be done in minutes. And for those with years of wood splitting experience, it's a fascinating evolution of a timeless job. Finally, we see a familiar mechanical splitter, but with clever modifications. The frame has been reinforced for stability, the splitting wedge is sharper and slightly taller, and the lever action has been adjusted for a smoother, stronger push. These upgrades aren't just cosmetic. A sturdier frame keeps everything aligned, reducing wear and tear over time. A sharper wedge means cleaner splits, even in hardwoods. And a longer lever arm gives more mechanical advantage, so less force is needed per log. Notice how the operator keeps a steady rhythm: load, push, split, clear, repeat. This pacing allows for long working sessions without overheating the machine or exhausting the user. It's a perfect example of how a few thoughtful changes can take a basic tool and turn it into something far more capable. From careful timber loading to innovative splitting methods, every step we've seen today reminds us that the right combination of skill, patience, and smart design can turn hard labor into something efficient and satisfying. Here on Hero Machines, we celebrate these moments where human know-how meets mechanical power, and we share them with those who appreciate both the work and the craft. Whether you're still splitting your own firewood or just enjoy watching a good job well done, there's always something new to learn and always another machine to admire.